All right, it is Wednesday, my dudes. Welcome, welcome. All right, I am ready to rock and rumble. Oh, I've just had a massive lunch and I'm pretty much ready to go. So I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. I hope you're all having a good time, good day, good Wednesday. My nasal passageways are unfortunately occupied, but doesn't mean I won't be able to rock on. Hello, Miss Eve. How you doing today? I hope you're doing good. Welcome, welcome. Time to start sniffing my allergy stick. Okay. Seems we are looking good. All right. All right. Right all. Another long day. Another long day of nothingness. What's up, BGB? All right. So I hope everyone's doing fine today. I'm just gonna go mess around in an escalation first. Warm up my fingers. Take your time on the fix. Take your time on the fix. But how is your day overall though, Miss Eve? I mean, other than the Google issues, has your day been fine? Has your day been good? What about you, BGB? You had a good day today? I'm hoping you all had good days. I had a good day. I had a decent day. Got my work done for my move to Australia in September. You know, applied for my permanent residency visa, all the other stuff that I have to do. Your day sucked? Why did your day suck? Did your day at least swallow? Why did your day suck, my friend? Why? Why is that the case? Comunicado. Do 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 do. You landed wrong and went down on the ledge, your rib cage. Oh man, what the fuck? That's nutso. You know, I gotta admit one thing. I rarely understand how exactly, you know, these types of accidents happen. Like, what were y'all doing in the house that resulted in that, yo? Yeah, that's pretty nuts. You gotta take care of yourself. But hopefully it's just a bruise. Taking a wild shower. If you were taking a wild shower, would MJ not have been there to grab you? I worry about y'all. You know, I get that you're happy he's back, but you know, you gotta chill on the insanity. Lol. Well, alright. What's up, Doodle? And BGB had a great day, just got off work not long ago. Nice. I'm happy. Wow, this thing died so fast. I literally just did like one attack on it. Okay, coolio. Well, I'm just glad you're okay. That's always good. I'm glad that you're alright. Congratulations, Doodle. Don't forget to like the stream, you nerds, and we shall carry on. What does the Bloodshot Shroud have to do with you being level 13? Your story makes no sense, Doodle. Why on earth would you reset your progress on Dauntless? That is nuts, dude. I don't think I could ever do something like that. The fact that you even bother fighting in public escalations, Miss Eve, is insanity. I respect you for having the determination to go into that cesspit. Nah, man, I'd rather play alone. Why are you doing, I mean... Well, Doodle, if you can't handle a Bloodshot Shroud in an escalation with all the bonuses, dude, I worry for you. It means that your skills are weak. Like, no offense intended, my dude. But you need some serious practice. Come play then. If you want to play, my friend, come play. I got nothing to do. I have literally nothing to do. I literally don't. Why? Because there's no content. Come join me then. I'm just going to mess around today. It's okay, I trust you enough. It'd be a different story if you were somebody new. But, I trust you enough. So I'm okay with it. See, you actually pay me when you say you'll pay me, so I trust you. I'm not worried on that. I'll pick you up after I finish off this chronivore. Like I said, I've got nothing to do anyway, so I care very little. Come on. Come on, Bonivore. about you stay down, Mr. Bonavore? Oh, he's dead already. Yeah, that's fine. I'm playing Chain Blades. By the way, guys, we should be seeing 10 likes on stream. Who are the people who are coming in and not liking the stream? Come on, you guys can do better than this. Alright? Yeah, don't worry, Miss Eve. I'm on Chain Blades. You just come along. I got you. Hello, Bookster. Well, I am pretty great. I mean, it's me we're talking about. Besides, you should know me. I am the strongest of them all. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, in the news every day I am. I don't know, it's just the way I am. By the way, come on, like the stream, guys. I saw a huge bunch of haters just dip. That's okay, they can fuck right off, but all you real viewers, come on, like the stream. You guys can do better. You guys can do better. I want to see that number going up. I want to see the like count going up. All right. I want to see them 10 likes. Haters, you're welcome to watch in the background while a real Slayer fights, of course. So, Bookster, how was your day today? I hope your day was good. By the way, I'm just gonna give you a heads up. Oh, no problem, Doodle. You go ahead and get back to work. Boog, I'm just gonna give you a heads up, right? Because this is a just in case, dude. In case I need a backup moderator, you're it. Now, I don't expect to need one, but I'm letting you know just in case, alright? So if you randomly get a wrench, don't panic. It's just a temporary thing to deal with manpower shortages in case. But I wanted to at least, like, you know, just let you know that if shit happens, I will just, you know, pass you the wrench. But I don't expect anything to happen. You know, just think of it as a safety precaution. Oh no, in general, dude. How much money would it take for me to reset my progress? $5,000. I would reset it for $5,000. If somebody legit said, hey, here's $5,000, reset your progress, I'd say, eh, okay. They did not change the minimum level for escalation entry. At least as far as I know. Sounds like somebody's hacking again. Because nope, you can't do that unless it's a private hunt. Now, if you are in a public hunt, that is impossible. If you are in a private hunt, it's very possible. I can bring in somebody that's level 1 into my own private hunt. But as I mentioned, it has to be a private setting. It cannot be a open public setting because that's literally not possible. If it's in public, then I think somebody's hacking, which FYI does exist, unfortunately, because, you know, PvE game with no regulations, people just exploit it. But yeah, no, that should be impossible. Either it's a hack or a bug, dude. And I mean, if somebody's sad enough to want to hack Dauntless, I'm pretty sure they would also be like invulnerable, so, you know, I find it very unlikely. Oh, look at the tail whip on this fucker. Hang on. Well then, either it's an exploit or a hack. But either way, it just sounds wild. It should be a level 14 minimum, my dude. So, I have no clue how they did it. I only play in private, so I never play with public because, you know, Obviously, me being the best, they want my attention. You know, they can pay for it. Otherwise, they don't get my services. But no, they haven't changed the minimum level entry, dude. If I had a level 1, I'd test it for you. But I don't have a level 1 at the moment, so I cannot do anything for you. Because I'm lazy to reforge anything right now. No, you shouldn't be able to do that. As far as I know, no. Because that would impugn on other people's freedom. And there's no game that would allow that, because if any game allows that, that is broken. The whole purpose of the public hunts was to allow players to, you know, the whole reason that they even set minimum standards for the public areas is so that people who are under level would not, you know, destroy the fun and the gaming of others. So I would say that if you can bring me proof of this occurring, and if it really does work, all right, bring me proof or let me know that you've done it multiple times, and I will happily test it myself and showcase this bug and exploit, because they usually only fix it if I make a stink about it. Why? Because they hate me and anything that I do. So I can help you guys like make a public fuss, but you have to bring me actual evidence. So if you guys can like test it yourself a couple of times with a friend or something, and if it legitimately works and you can bring someone in level 1, then I will make a video on it happily. Koyatsui, what's up, man? And BGB, dude, people get desperate over all sorts of things, man. People get desperate over like there's so many people I know that have like hacked PvE games. It's crazy, you know, and that's just how it goes. Because I think that for some people, you know, it's because it's a PvE game that they want to hack, because they're number one less likely to get caught or whatever, and they probably think that, you know, nobody will notice. But well, that's just how it is, man. My day has been good. How has your day been, Koyatsui? Anurag, you've been watching my builds videos? Good. They are the best. With good reason. I've always said it and I'll say it again. As many times as it takes, I'm the only one worth watching. All my fans will confirm that for real. Oh no, as if it matters. Yeah, go ahead. You can play while watching, just use me as background noise. Unless you got questions to ask or whatever, you can go ahead and ask anything you like. Well, Scottle, if you can test it though, like with those levels, like you got a friend that can help you test it, test it. If you can bring somebody into the public area, then, you know, I will happily make a vid on it or whatever. Can I make a sword build for any sword? Because you just got every sword. I have dozens of sword builds on my channel. Just check all of them, dude. Literally just search sword. But if you're talking about a sword build that can work with every single sword, that's a custom build. That'll cost you. I do custom build jobs, but only for top supporters and top tier channel members. So if you're one of those in future, I can build you anything you like. But We do dozens of public builds already, and there's literally no point in me doing like something niche. So if you want a custom build, that service is available, but it's a paid service. So up to you. Otherwise, I highly recommend just why not use all the builds that I've already made, because like there's so many sword builds out there that are like super viable, and all of them are on my channel. Yeah, man, just literally search sword on my channel. And if you ever feel like you got extra money in your pocket, you want a custom sword build like Miss Eve has got for herself, or you know, Nate got for his repeaters, you can hire me anytime. I'm expensive, but worth it. Up to you though. Don't forget to like the stream, you nerds. You can do better than this. Don't make me sick boog on you. I will. I will send the boogus on you. Look at this monkey dancing around. Zap. You sure? There might be somebody into that, bro. You never know what a person might be into. Maybe they want to be slapped by the grouper. You never know. Maybe somewhere out there there's a person, boob, that believes like today is my day. Today is the day that I want to get hit by the grouper. Today is the day I want that grouper to go whoosh. All right, fans of the Asian robot, please tell Mr. Anurag, what weapon do I think is the best? Convey to him what weapon the Asian robot always thinks is the best. Bonus points if you know the exact order that I rate my weapons. Boog is correct. It is the chain blades. Ding ding ding. You win my friendship. Yes, chain blades are my favorite weapon. But of course, every build I make, Mr. Scuttle, will be absolutely perfect. Mostly because we test our shit, because at the end of the day, you know, like, I'm not gonna make you guys something that's gonna be, like, terrible. At the moment, yes, you're actually right. The final spot is technically the axe. I mean, I've been trying to make it work, but it's just so boring compared to other weapons. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Other weapons just have the leg up right now. To be fair, to be completely fair, other weapons just have the leg up right now. And again, it's solely due to the fact that, yeah, the chain blades just outperform. They just outperform, and there's like nothing you can do to stop them. Even if you wanted to stop them, there is nothing you can do to stop them. They just outperform in all situations. And what are you gonna do? At most, all you can do is just cry about it and be miserable. You know, just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna make myself weaker. Because number one, it'll be funny. Number two, it'll be funny. Let's make myself weaker for no reason. Do 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 do. I woke up this morning from the strangest dream. Yeah, yeah, I was in the biggest story that the world has ever seen. We were marching as one on the road to the Holy Grail. We were full of beans, so we were dying like flies, and those big ugly birds, There was something in the sky, and you know what they say, yeah. Nobody deserves to die, yeah. Oh, no problem, Scottle. You go ahead and rock on, man. Sleep well and have fun at work. You just, well, okay, to be fair, right? The hammer has a way to make itself fast. I can demonstrate that. I do not mind. I think my hammer is escalation ready. I should be able to. Either way, the hammer actually has some pretty swanky-danky potential if you know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing with it. The core is the big if. Oh, shh. Well, Koyatsui, did you watch my tutorial on the chain blades from patch 1.83? Did you watch my advanced techniques video? Have you been following my streams continuously? Because if not, then that'll be a big problem. I recommend you watch the chain blades build that you're using. Exactly. Like BGB says, get an Asian robot build, watch the build to the end, watch the combat demonstration, and don't forget my tutorial on the chain blades from patch 1.83, and don't forget to watch the advanced chain blade tips as well. We have videos prepared for you for literally everything, so my recommendation is watching those, because literally I make them for you guys to get good. So I promise they work, but y'all gotta, you know, actually do the watching part. Like I can't make you good. Like all the stuff that you guys need is literally out there. Yeah, I suggest watching those videos at least 10 times per day and then worshipping me. If you pray to me more often, you might get better at the chain blades, you know, but that one's pretty iffy. Some days I don't answer prayers, you know, it just depends on how godly I'm feeling that day, you know. If I feel like answering the prayers of you mortals, I might bless you, but if I don't, then oh well. La 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 la. Because if you know what you're doing, you can do shit like this. Okay, first of all, Savate boy, you need a real spanking. Come here. But make sure you're using an Asian robot build first, because technique is nothing. Like, technique and build are two sides of the same coin. If you don't have the build, you can't use the technique. You don't have the technique, you can't operate a build. So I don't know, BGB. You'll have to ask the morons from the official. They're the only ones that do stuff like that. Also, guys, come on. I'm seeing like 15 of y'all here. Unless you're telling me that 7 people are haters, y'all can literally like the stream. Come on, it's one button press. Do it, or I shall have to personally set boog on you, you know? Think some days y'all don't take my threats seriously, huh? Might have to actually get the fish slapper out. Heartbreak build, that's okay. In fact, that one also has a lot of survival in it, so if you're using that and you fully finished it, then bro, yeah, you need to watch my tutorials if you want to use chain blades correctly, dude. Because knowledge of how to actually use it. Also, watch the build video and watch the combat demonstration, because that shows you how to play the build properly. If you don't watch the combat demonstration, you're gonna have a bad time. Hello, Dead Wolf. Your last option is if you really end up like sucking with the chain blades. Your last option is to pay me to be your esports coach. I'll make you a master rank Dauntless player. Okay, professional coaching service, guaranteed success. Hey, Turtle Dove, my man, how is work going? How is everything? You got called in today? Why? Why are you glad you got called in today? I mean, normally, wouldn't you be happier to like not get called in on your day off? Or is it like you get called in and you get more money or something? I mean, I guess that's good too. Ah, overtime money is good money. I worked for a company in Singapore that did not have overtime, so sad. That was so uncool. But, well, whatever. There's good and bad about that, I guess. Either way, though. Let me manually drain my stamina for a little bit. There we go. Now we're in business. Okay, it's dead. There we go. 10 likes. Good job. Good job. As for the haters that dipped immediately, lol. Guess your day ain't going so good, is it? But oh well. Keep watching. Keep watching the master. Keep watching the master of puppets. Do. Let me see. Hammer. Uno momento, Miss Eve. What YouTubers do I watch? None of them. I'm busy creating content, never watching content. Watching content? That's not me. Creating content? That's always me. Let me see. Hamaru? Me's gonna make this. Okay, this please. Yes. You see, Boog, this is why I would give you the wrench if needed. You already know what to do. No, don't you worry. I'm taking my time. Taking my time. Take away everything that I am. Bring it to an end. Carnivore, carnivore, won't you come and change me? Take away everything that I am. Everything I am. Thinking to myself, do I want to make myself suffer? The answer to that is clearly yes. Therefore, I should do that. Okay, let the suffering begin. Whee! Alright, let's go bash some heads, eh? So, fun little fact. When it comes to the hammer, is technically a slow weapon, but it does have its powers and its uses, which is what makes it so cool. If you know how to operate it, you can do some pretty specky shit with it. Which again is what I like. Excuse me. Now, traditionally, I do favor discipline-based builds, but Tempest is also a proven omnicell with the hammer. It works very, very well in general, in my personal opinion. It is what allows the hammer to do some of the devastating shit that it can really put out. So we will demonstrate these. Mayday, mayday, my ship is slowly sinking. Ship is slowly sinking. They think I'm crazy, but they don't know the feeling. You take your time, Miss Eve. I'm all good. Oh shit. My bad. Accidental hammer fart. Now, like I said, if operated correctly, the hammer can do some devastatingly specky shit. Like so. And please keep in mind, my compadre here is only level 11. So it is possible to do well. But it's about how you use it. So the hammer, you must know how to operate it well. And of course, what kind of combinations you can see. If you are wondering what kind of style I'm operating, this is a variant of the original Charog hammer, which I personally designed. You can still find it on my stream. It is one of these top hammer builds still in operation. Why? Because it works excessively well. And again, knowledge of advanced hammer techniques is also a must if you enjoy, or if you want to enjoy this weapon properly. That is a must. Darn it. Ah, nice one. There we are. Little punk thinking it can escape me. There we are. ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. Do, re, mi, ABC, 1, 2, 3, with you and me. ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on. Damn it, Shroud, you nerd. There you are. There we go. Do 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 do. The hammer is easy enough to utilize if you apply something to make your burdens lighter. Rescue boy first. Why? Because he's not much of a threat. Also, goddamn, really? Chowrog, you got in my way for real? How could you? I trusted you. And this is how you repay my trust, huh? Nice and dead, aren't you? I think nothing of such things, Anurag, and the reason why is because, I mean, Phoenix Labs always has problems, so I don't really care. As long as they actually bother to release him and, you know, give him something like maybe an armor set, a weapon, something useful. Yeah, sure. If they don't do that, then lol. Typical Phoenix Labs. Like I said, to be honest, I expect nothing from this game. I only stick around because, well, players still need me. I don't think much of the game or of anything that might be coming. Compared to everything else on the market, this game is like slow as fuck. And while I don't want to see it die, the amount of players I see getting completely bored of the game, and, you know, the fact that literally the official player base is so toxic, like, I view it as like a sign that this thing is really gonna suffer. So me, I don't care what about like what they release in terms of behemoths. They need to release actual content. A new weapon is what people want most. Nobody really cares about new behemoths. People want new weapons. People want actual content to sink their teeth into, something new to master. You know, if they don't do that, yeah. Well, the mechanics are irrelevant, dude. You're talking to the guy that beats every behemoth as soon as it comes out, man. Like, to be honest, right, if you just practice the game enough, you will literally be good at the game. Like mechanics and stuff like that, right? Honestly, it's just an excuse that a lot of people say. Like, not saying you're giving an excuse. What I'm saying is that a lot of people use it as an excuse for like saying, oh, well, maybe you don't know the mechanics of the behemoth yet. No, it's just that maybe you don't have the right build. Number one, if you are operating a proper Asian robot build, you can fight anything, anytime, anywhere. Assuming that you're operating, number one, a proper build and you've got the proper level of skill to be operating that build. Some people, like, for example, they don't practice like discipline at all, and then they put on an Asian robot discipline build. If you don't do any practice, you can't use the build. And if you don't have a build, then it doesn't matter how much practice you've done, you're not going to be able to achieve anything. You see? These two factors work hand in hand together. So, honestly, when you talk about mechanics, mechanics are irrelevant. I can go into a fight completely blind, like not even knowing what the behemoth can do, and kill it immediately. That is what has happened for every single behemoth they've released, and I don't watch any of their official material. I don't watch any trailers, nothing, because it's not necessary. If you have mastered your weapon and you have mastered your build, anything, doesn't even matter how fast it is, doesn't even matter how crazy it is, you can literally just ignore all that and just roll over it. And that is what it means to actually master Dauntless. It's not about getting the fastest leaderboard time or this and that, blah, 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 blah. No, no, no. It's new content drops. Are you the first one able to kill it? I know I am. Because anytime there's a new content drop, I will immediately shoot the video. First look at this one and first kill. Because I'm always the first. Well, you have made an improvement, Miss Eve. And that is the key. If you practice constantly, you'll be good. Kyo, everybody wants a new weapon in Dauntless. There is nobody that doesn't want a new weapon in Dauntless. I am so confident that they won't even release a new weapon that I'm gonna tell you right here, right now. I'm so confident that they will not release a new weapon. But I'm willing. I am 110% willing to just straight up say, if they ever released a new weapon, I would actually waste money. Even though this company still has racism problems and all that, I would waste money and get a hunt pass if they ever release a new weapon. On top of that, if the new weapon is a bow, which everybody has wanted, I will literally go and buy the $50 cash grab pack. That's how much I'm willing to invest just for the enjoyment of the people. But I personally know it's not going to happen. Because they wouldn't do that. Like, why would they delay a weapon? Alright, why would they delay a weapon for a year? It makes no sense to me. It makes zero sense to me. If somebody here can make sense of it for me, I would love to hear you out. But as far as I can tell, ain't no sense in it. Like, it makes no sense at all to me why they would bother, you know, delaying a weapon, a new weapon, for 2 years. There should be a new weapon out every 6 months or so, I would say. Also, newcomers, don't forget to like the stream. I see you guys. Also, sorry, gotta run a quick ad break. Give me a second. I do this for revenue. Just want you guys to know that I thank you guys very much for sticking through ads. It is keeping the channel running. Now I'm gonna demonstrate the principle I talked about last time. Same principle. Okay, we're going in with a hammering hammer. Okay. Same thing with Tempest as well, but totally different weapon. And why? It's because the general principle of the hammer always stays the same. You know, as long as you're doing the big hits, you're fine. You know, it's all about, well, trying to hit fast. You don't have to hit fast, but trying to do so helps tremendously. Oh, it's dead. Okay. So while speed is essential for the hammer, and you can incorporate speed into the build, the hammer's base damage is high, so it can be used to great effect if you know what you're doing. If you know. Do 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 do. And this is how you start hammering your foes. Shooby-dooby-doo, dooby-doo, up, up, up. Shooby-dooby-dooby, dooby-doo, up, up, up. Oh, it's a Hellion. I see you, Hellboy. Alright, let's play a game. Okay, Stompy McStompface, come on. This guy literally refused to attack me the entire time. These behemoths like always refuse to attack me. So annoying. If they did, this would be over a lot faster. Oh, good boy, at least you're dead now. Okay. Active might. Hello, MRC. Hello, Splay. How are you nerds doing today? How dare you, close shot. Hello, Crimson. There we go. Newcomers, don't forget to hit that lovely like button. Gave my love to shooting star. Do 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 do. How dare this fool? Hello, Shrew. How you doing today? There we go. Just zap him to death. Just came back from touching grass. Was it good? Did you mow the grass? Wow, Shrewd going to the gym too. Impressive. That's pretty cool. Yes, it is easy. Because this is the way. Now, let me see. I'm just thinking to myself, I see trees of green and clouds of white. Already exists, my dude. In case you haven't noticed, there is an easy axe build, my dude. So, anytime you're looking for the simple stuff, just search easy and the weapon you're looking for, man. There's always only one at a time, usually. And usually choose the latest one. There you go. Mr. Harry Boom Boom. Remember, always search. Because my channel is everything guaranteed. What's my favorite escalation? None of them. I am bored of all of them. Radiant was cool for a while, but I'm bored of it now. This is why content must come out continuously, because it gets boring very fast. No problem, man. We are the best because we have everything. Guaranteed. You helped a newbie earlier? How dare you? If they do not bow before their king, they deserve no help. How dare you not kill them immediately, Miss Eve? Okay, I guess I can spare them if they are deciding to use my stuff. Well, take your time on the farm, Crimson. Okay. Make sure that they come here, otherwise I may have to execute them, Miss Eve. Hello, Perkley. Yeah, I mean, the escalation was just an extension of what they wanted to do, you know? So I feel that if they really want to do well, you know, they gotta come out with more content. It's too boring otherwise. Well, Splay, it's members only, my dude. You know the rules. Never ask to join because it's members only. When you're an honored member, you can join anytime. But unless I'm making an exception on that day, please do not ask to join unless you are a channel member. This is our rule, and the rules must be respected at all times. A one-time exception is a one-time exception. Okay.
That behemoth won't menace my people any longer. I'm grateful, Sky Slayer, but the fight's not over yet. As soon as you have the charge Aether you seek, you must move on.
You only got them going on their feet, Miss Eve. Can't do that. How dare they not suffer? If they are peasants, they must suffer, Miss Eve. You're supposed to watch them suffer and then remind them that until they become one of us, they are nothing. If I were to make an update, well, I have many hundreds of ideas. However, I do not disclose my ideas on stream, not anymore. If Dauntless wants my ideas, they can pay for it. There's a lot of potential in this game, but my expertise is worth a lot. So, I'm sorry, but I cannot discuss that. Frost escalation is the easiest, dude. Out of all the escalations, it's the easiest one to finish. Assuming you know the technique. But again, this is why it's important to, you know, watch streams and study the technique. Observe everything that I do. Because if you do, it's quite easy to figure out. And if done well, Frost escalation is actually the easiest because of all the bonuses. Also, don't forget, you should be using my talent tree. Hey Declan, how you doing? I made a video for all the talent trees for all the escalations. Follow that religiously, because that is literally the best choice for every possible escalation. As long as you follow that, everything is easy. Build is different. Frost escalation has a unique mechanic, frostbite, right? In order to counter that mechanic, number one, you need to go to the talent tree and learn what's in it. So make sure you watch that video. Oh, I'm super bored of Dauntless, Harry. I hate this game. This game's a piece of trash. It's literally the worst game in history. Nah, I'm kidding. But I am bored of it. I've long since been bored of it. But I stick around for the community mostly. I mean, I'm the king. Why would I ever leave my kingdom? I can play other games, but I usually just do like short sessions once or twice, like once per day, sometimes twice, but very rarely twice nowadays. It's mostly once. I sometimes will do twice if, like, you know, there's like a new content release or something. But most of the time I just do one session per day, so okay, it's not too bad. I'm just here to talk to people. First of all, that is a timeout because we do not discuss other creators on stream. It's part of stream rules. So I'm sorry, you'll be able to chat again in 5 minutes, but never ever mention the name of any other content creator. It is strictly against stream rules. All it leads to is drama, and we do not deal in drama here. Who is this person? I'm just gonna remove them because I do not want to see them on my friends list with a name like that. But anyway, I do not ever discuss other content creators. It is literally against stream rules to do that. And Relatable Illness, welcome back after 1,000 years. How have you been doing, my friend? You been doing all right? It's been a while since we've seen you. 2 days? Around about 2 days. Is that you? Because if that's you, dude, that name of yours in game is considered offensive, my dude. You should not have that name. So, although I do remember you, that name is not on for stream, dude. It can cause some serious offense. So, if you want to keep that name, then I'm sorry, I don't want to associate with you. Well, you better tell him that you cannot associate with anyone having that name because, yeah, no. Either way, I would not re-add you. I am not interested in that kind of thing, my dude. As a YouTube partner, obeying terms of service is very important. You can go with whatever you like, but, you know, anyone who breaks terms of service is not welcome here. Alright? So, I'm gonna time you out now. Alright? Please return another day. And you're busy as hell, relatable? That's okay, man. Oh, survey's easy. I usually just take care of the other thing first, because this thing, right? The thing about Surveyed is, you break one piece of him and he literally snaps like a fucking twig. So he's actually really easy to deal with. There you go. Done. He only takes a few swings. Oh, hell yeah, relatable. You know me. I am very strict on my rules, my friend. Because, after all, rules exist to be obeyed. Those who cannot respect the rules may seek their entertainment in other locations. But that's okay. Most of my OGs know the rules anyway, so I'm not worried about them. Follow Asian Robot builds, MRC. As long as you're using an Asian Robot build, you'll have no problem. Well, you see, relatable, if we go with that, then technically speaking, it means that there's a correlation between your very existence and people getting booped. Therefore, you might be Diablo in disguise. So tell me, what did you do to Tristram, huh? Clearly you corrupt the very ground you walk on. So... what say you? Okay, hang on, I gotta enable that message, but what the hell do you mean backwater ass town? Are you in a backwater town, or did you get trapped in a backwater town? Is this your way of like calling for help from the upside down or something? Are you from Hawkins? Oh. Technically speaking, okay? I don't know why they did Tristram dirty like that. To be fair, Tristram was a pretty okay town. Okay, it was alright. Until demons started fucking coming out of it. It wasn't a backwater, it was just, you know, Tristram. There we go. Yes, I have, Mr. Jordan. I have indeed played the Ring of Eldens. I have done several streams on it, which you can check out all in one lovely playlist. Will I return again at some point? Maybe. Maybe. You never know. Just like Hawkins in Stranger Things. Relatable illness, just like Hawkins. Just like Hawkins. I'm pretty sure the creator of Stranger Things loves Diablo, because they literally opened up hell in Hawkins. Well, Anurag, I'm glad to be your favorite YouTuber. But then again, I'm the best. Listen, I'm a full-timer, so like it's different for me. Obviously, I reply to every comment because I'm full-time. I have no reason not to reply to a comment. Oh, I already got this. Okay, hit the gym. I'll see you for Space Punks later, dude. I'm always ready to answer comments, my dude. It is the way that I go. Yeah, let's go wackadoo. Time to bash monster heads with my friend Miss Eve. Bashing monster heads because I am crazy. What is this? This works. Oh, how bold of you. Practicing with Predator. Now that's good. Bold of you. How bold indeed. Respect. Don't forget to like the stream, you nerds. If you do not, I will have to douche you with my awesome pimp hand. You're attempting to improve? Good. This hammer looks like a knuckle. 5 a.m. and you're getting ready for work. Just know that I really respect you for that, Relatable. I mean, some people say they respect me for working till like 5 a.m. every day, but I mean, you know, I find it easier to work late nights than to ever get up in the morning. Oh Lord, are we getting the trolls again? Jesus Christ. First of all, Odo himself would never be at my stream. He has literally no purpose here. So if you're gonna troll in that way, that is really, really sad. Thanks for the dollar though. Good to see you, River. Good to see you're still around. Like, are you okay? Is this some kind of rebellion? And Jordan, the reason for Parasitic +6 to be a waste is that the additional 15% damage reduction is usually unnecessary because it's not really damage reduction. You're still taking the damage, you know? It's just to help you stop the burst of the behemoth. So +6 is unnecessary because the lifesteal stays the same. Also, no problem with illness. I will see you tonight, buddy. You do your best at work, man. But yeah, overall, honest to God, there is very little reason to have Parasitic +6. Like, you can use it, don't get me wrong. There are occasions where I will go up to +6, but only if I genuinely need it. Like, if I'm in a situation where I definitely need it, then I would. But most of the time, this is unnecessary, and it's not going to help you. So you may as well use the defense slot for something else, or in most situations, you can just basically get something better. Of course, Ariune, we are the best for a good reason. We need a new everything, my dude. We need a new everything. Everybody needs a new everything. Me personally, I don't care. We could get it something. We could get something else. You never know. But, well, whether or not they will do it, now that's a whole nother question, man. I always hope that they will, but, well, first of all, the devs are gonna have to address their racist partner. They're gonna have to address the fact that their official Discord is, you know, filled with some real weirdos. And after all of that, then maybe they can solve their problems. But anyway, until then, I'm still here for the public because we are the best. And we will always be here for the people. Trolls can come, they can do whatever they want, but they will never win because they have no way of winning. I remain the best, and I remain the greatest. So I'm happy to make you guys OP. Why? Because I make you OP by being OP. See? Circle of life. That and also whatever I give you guys is exactly what I use. Oh, nice interrupt. I failed on that. Good to know you picked up where I failed, at least. Nice work, Miss Eve. Da 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 da. One second, Miss Eve. Give me a moment. Do 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 do. Boop. And boop. There. Now your effort is gone. So, River Heath, what are you trying to do, huh? Why are you such despo? Like, are you okay? Is this By the way, those $1 tips you guys are seeing, they're from a member turned troll. He sort of lost his mind recently, and this is his revenge, apparently, giving me $1 at a time. I mean, hey, it works, right? So do 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 do. La 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 la. Okay. Well, I am happy to be the best teacher, Miss Eve. No, Jordan, they have not. They have not taken any public action, as far as I can see, and as you can see, the trolls are continuously here. So, as long as the trolls continue to exist, well, Phoenix Labs will always have problems. I say leave them to it, man. I don't worry about that. I kill them with success. And BGB says you just got back from work at 2 a.m. and it's 5 a.m. You're really tired? Definitely. Go get some rest, my dude. Thank you for hanging out today, man. It's always a pleasure to have good people around. Do 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 do. Kill them with kindness. No, I'll kill them with absolute diss tracks and the like, but what I will also do is just be more successful than them. I mean, after all, that is the key thing. They will never be successful, unfortunately, because they're not me. If they were, they would understand business, but they don't, so that's okay. Yeah, listen. For me, it's all business. And when you address things from a business perspective, let me tell you, life gets a lot better. Fail to do so, and you end up kind of like this guy over here, who doesn't even understand how stream systems work, but hey, you know, I'm happy with that. Like I said, I leave them to it, you know? All they do is just push me higher in content rankings. All they do is just make me greater. So, thank you, River Heath, for being a total fucking idiot. I appreciate you. And, you know, keep sending money, man. Keep sending money. Me and my homies will just have a laugh at you. Those dollars are useful. Thanks. By the way, I know you're still watching in the shadows. What was your motive, huh? I'm still curious. What prompted you to do it? Did you suddenly go insane from all the meth? Or did you just like wake up one morning and decide, you know what, today's the day, man. Today's the day. Whee! Do 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 do. I'm doing perfectly, Captain Clown. There. It just did. Got your comment? What comment was that? Because as far as I can tell, I have not received any comment from a Captain Clown. Doot. About your friend? I haven't seen anything about your friend. Hey, Miss Eve, check it out. You just got a compliment. Are you talking about what you told me on stream? If so, then of course, my deepest condolences, but I thought you were supposed to be away for longer, my dude. Well, hey, you know, a dollar's a dollar, right, Miss Eve? Well, I hope you're doing okay, buddy. Hang on, wait, give me a second. Can I push this to 20? Yeah, okay, almost there. It's very amusing that they think any of this works. Anyway, there you go. Oh, no problem, Captain. We shall be going higher soon. You take care of yourself first, buddy. See you next time. Thank you for stopping in, dude. Grief is a hard time for everybody. So, you know, take the time you need. Especially when it's somebody you're close to. You have my condolences. Dude's so broke he won't spend more than $1, so I'm not worried. It's only whatever he can fit into his name. So sure. Yeah, I know, right? But anyway, you know. That's how it is, man. Like I say again, you know, guys, I'll never understand the objectives. You know, that makes me sound like a pimp, Miss Eve. I mean, I am pretty badass, but you know, I would never pimp my friends out. I would only pimp out random people that I don't know so that, you know, I can run away. Pimping your friends is wrong. Remember, kids, do not pimp your friends. That is probably a bad thing to do. Also, stay in school. Now, see that one, I'll give it to you. That one was actually funny. Not bad, not bad. Good to know that you're still supporting even after all this time. Thank you, appreciate that. Have another go. Kaz probably would. But that is just the way it is. You know, this is quite amusing as far as I can tell, at least. Come on, keep going, dude. We're waiting on your next little joke. Do 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 do. Wow, Miss Eve, this next one's for you, apparently. You got yourself a little simp there. Very true. Yep, go for it, MRC. That's what you should do. It's good for you. The more you watch, the better, man.
That's one behemoth that won't prey on these islands again. And its energy will only help you in the next battle.
Doot. Doot. Alright, let's go bash some heads. I don't usually give a comment on the best overall weapon. The reason, Jordan, is because for every weapon in Dauntless is useful. Each weapon has its own technique, and I can't really, you know, I'm a chain blade specialist. At the end of the day, everybody pretty much has a main weapon that they're gonna be super good with, to the exclusion of other weapons. Like with the chain blades, I can perform fucking miracles, you know, but with other weapons, I am obviously not as skilled. So realistically speaking, I never give comments on what I think is the best weapon, because there's there's variety, you know, on everything, and it really comes down to player skill as well as what they enjoy. Munaz, I had the crown as soon as it came out, dude. I've had the crown for weeks. If it's personally preferred, chain blades, dude. That's the question that I always tell my chat to answer on my behalf, because every real Asian robot fan knows one thing. I love the chain blades, to the exclusion of all else. The chain blades are my favorite, hands down. So I use that very often. But yeah, man, I was the first to get the crown. I got it on the night of release, dude. You can check that with the video to verify. I'm always the first in Dauntless to have everything. No one else ever beats me on that. Why? Because I'm the greatest in the world, Mr. Munaz. The greatest of them all. And everyone here is required to agree. If you do not, I may have to kill you. May. Whack. The chain blade rework, dude. Well, Jordan, if you, again, this is why I'm pretty sure you've only just recently discovered me, Jordan. But if you actually go back through my content, I was the first one to actually adopt the new chain blade playstyle, and I was the one who actually developed it. The chain blade rework, as I've said in multiple videos and streams, has actually improved the overall DPS of the chain blades, making it one of the strongest weapons. So the people who complained were basically the brain dead morons from the Dauntless official Discord, players who don't actually play the game. They just pretend to play the game, and that's why they do not create content, they do not do anything, because they don't actually play the game. They just, it's just like a group of 10 people with 5 accounts each. So realistically speaking, a lot of them try to sway public opinion because they're the most vocal people, you know. But at the end of the day, those who discover my channel realize very quickly that the only time you'll ever get factual information about any update, any weapon, anything is here. Doesn't matter whether I'm a specialist of the weapon. It's not because I favor a particular weapon. I always assess every rework and every change fairly. And the Chainblade rework, honest to God, was one of the best reworks ever, because it actually made the Chainblades hyper viable with certain playstyles, and that was awesome. So I really enjoyed the Chainblade rework. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. So like I actually mentioned this on Twitter, and in fact in some of the early videos I made, that a lot of people whine like, oh my god, we can't use Chainblades now, I'm quitting the game. I'm like, sure, quit. Nobody gives a flying fuck, because you literally are nobody. Maybe if there was somebody in the game, you know, then people would pay attention, but these are literally people who are nobody, and talking about quitting the game like it's actually going to affect anybody, which it wouldn't have, you know. See, that's the key difference. Oh, Lord. But yeah, what matters, Jordan, is that you're here now. Like I said, factual information will always be delivered here. So I'm always happy to help with actual information. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to run a quick ad break while I do something in the background, okay? I mean, I'm still going to be here. Just, you know, if you got questions to ask, just don't mind the ads. I'll be right back, okay? no, Holler, I don't usually do builds like that unless I am paid for a custom build. The reason, obviously, is that they would be weird and gimmicky, so they would only be suitable for 1 or 2 people or for the person that requested them. So if in future you want a custom build, I can build you one. It's gonna cost you, but I can build you one. But at this moment on my channel, no, I do not have such meme builds because there's literally no point to them. The vast majority of Slayers would not really enjoy them. So yeah. Vault. Nothing is in there. Absolutely nothing. Here's the vault for you, buddy. There is nothing. Woo, nothing. Okay, enjoy your nothing. But yeah, no, there isn't anything in the vault. I wish there was, but there isn't, so I'm gonna make my hammer level 1 just because I can. I'm gonna switch weapons, Miss Eve, so if you don't mind, I'm just gonna switch over. Do the escalation levels reset each season? No, they do not. You will keep your escalation levels every season. Does the vault rotate skins, or are they always given the same skin set? No, they do rotate, but I'm not sure because back when they switched hunt passes, Holler, when they switched the hunt pass system, they decided to, I don't know how they're gonna do the vault rotations. In the past, there were always like 2 armor sets in the vault. It was pretty cool. It was pretty fucking cool. But like I said, they stopped all that when they switched to a cash grab system. I'm assuming because they realized they were bleeding cash and just giving away skins, and obviously they weren't getting very much. Oh yeah, no problem at all, man. Oh, no. You getting unbanned? Not happening, my dude. Maybe if you spend more. No? We'll see. Here. Thank you. Oh, you're doing unbanned 5k. I like that price. You miss Ramsgate, the old cave. What old cave is that specifically? I'm very curious what that old cave is, you know? Because I don't recall there being a cave. Was there a cave? I know there's a cave in the waterfall now, but I don't recall there being a cave in old Ramsgate. Maybe I just never found it. Right, Miss Eve? Give me a second. I'm gonna switch over to a sword build. Just because I can. Just because I feel like it. The secret cave. You know, it sounds like a place where very shady shit happens. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom, doo 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 doo. I wonder why I've never tried this before. There has to be a reason. Ah well, doesn't matter. I don't fucking care. I'm gonna test it anyway. Doo 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 doo. Nope. I never showcase my builds on stream. Never ever. Not a chance. Not a hope. And I'll tell you why. It's because people like to steal. The day that people stop stealing my shit, I may. But most of the time, nah. Nah. I'ma stay secret. So tell me what you want to hear. Something that'll light those ears. I'm sick of all the insincere, so I'm gonna give all of my secrets away this time. Don't need another perfect lie. Don't care if critics ever jump in line. I'm gonna give all of my secrets away. Got no reason, got no shame, got no family I can blame. Just don't let me disappear. I'ma tell you everything. There we go. Well, thank you for the 20, but that still isn't happening, my dude.
Please your
That
number
still isn't
one
happening.
music fan tip $20.
If you want it to not be banned, you should never have done what you did, man. And certainly, you should have just told the truth. But you didn't, so. Very true, Miss Eve. So there was a cave behind the waterfall, and it was like an actual cave. Damn. You know, I think that the change in Ramsgate was good. Like, it was part of the storyline, but you know what really sucks, guys? I wonder why the storyline, like, legit died after that. Like, there was no point. There was no point. It was so silly for the whole thing to just disappear, you know? Like, I mean, the whole storyline after Thrax, like, they could have done so much with amazing writing. Very true. Very true. I mean, he's been around the family. He knows the rules, so it is whatever, Miss Eve. It is whatever. But hey, at 20 is 20. I'll take it. Okay, now we are both using swords, my friend. Let's go stab shit. Do do do.
You have courage, but don't be a fool. Warm yourself against the frostbite near the safe area.
I think it's is it up on one of the buildings? I think there's one of the rams that's up on the building that still has a plushie somewhere. The Benson plushie. I think it still exists. But I can't be sure, my dude. I genuinely have explored little. Oh yeah, I've got no doubt. My heart was so heavy with longing for you. My arms were so lonely, lonesome and blue. Alone in my sorrow, I heard a voice cry, a voice in the wilderness, a voice from the sky. When you're solo in Frost Escalation, get the Avatar of Destruction buff, dude. Because the Avatar of Destruction paired with a crit build is the only way to completely eliminate Frostbite. And that's the way we do it solo all the time.
Take this boon. When you do great injury to your foes, your allies will grow stronger.
Crowded streets are cleared away one by one. Hollow heroes separate as they run. You're so cold, keep your hand in mine. Oh, dude. Whether they're my fans or not, doesn't matter. Neural, they're like, what they do is they some of them like get desperate enough, they'll take my old builds and just slap catalysts on it. I don't really fucking care. Like, at the end of the day, the reason why I hide it is just so that they can't try and release it before me. Because what some fuckers did was that they legitimately decided to take it. They literally would like take one of my testing builds, like before it was even finished, and just like try and release it to the public before me, which obviously was not healthy for anyone because like these builds are under testing for a reason. They're not ready, you know? You can't do shit like that. But obviously for them, they didn't care about the people or, you know, them receiving actual content. So I stopped doing that because at the end of the day, it was my build and my work, you know? So, yeah. Thanks for the dollar, my man. Well, yeah. And that's why I count on my real fans to call out people that steal my stuff. because they're still doing it. So the more knowledge you have of my builds, the more you can help me. But again, up to you if you want to do that or not. I don't force anyone to do that. Hence the problem, Mr. Holla.
The behemoth has fallen. A mighty victory indeed.
It's why all my builds go without, but actually all of my builds can still fit catalyst in. It's just depending on whether you want to. Usually most of my builds will have 2 lantern cells, but it depends on what I'm trying to achieve with that build, and what I'm specifically trying to do. You know? So at the end of the day, that's what it depends on.
This behemoth is vulnerable.
And very true what you said, Miss Eve. Very true what you said. And that is why I have no reason to answer. I have no reason to answer their challenges. This shroud is bugged out. Guys. Oh my god, somebody take a clip of this. Holy shit. Hang on, in fact, you know what? I'm gonna record it right now. Oh no, damn it. It moved. It was a bugged out shroud. That was so fucking cool. Dude, we literally had a bugged out shroud. That is some next level. Hold up. I'm sorry, Miss Eve, you get it? I might die for a second while I record the time for this, because I'm gonna get a clip of that myself. That was fucking sick, dude. There is no price. You can't buy your way out of that stuff, man. You know, once you break the rules, you break the rules, man. When you're ready to explain yourself and explain the situation, you can tell Kaz. But considering that you know, chose the pathway you did, I mean, not sure how to help you with that, man. You made your choice, or so it would seem. So, there is no realistic price. You can't buy forgiveness, dude. You can't buy forgiveness or trust. What did he do? I'm sorry, but we only discuss family crimes within the family, so I apologize, Holly Ying. I will not be giving details on that. Just know that rules were heavily broken. Oh, no, like I said, Anurag, if you properly use a crit build, you can reduce your frostbite. It's easy. Oh yeah, that happens all the time, Mr. Yummy. It's like the most normal thing to happen anytime. It always happens, legit. No, I don't believe that. Like I said, you could have just told the truth that night. No one's gonna believe what you have to say now. You got a real reason, you can talk to Kaz. You don't have to talk to me. And Jordan, the rules are very simple. Number 1, respect the streamer. Number 2, we don't mention any other content creators, which River did multiple times, including today. And number 3 is, you know, just don't be a fucking dick. As long as you can, you know, not be a fucking dick, you'll be okay. If there's anything else, it's mostly unspoken stuff. But unspoken stuff, you will always get a very clear warning. Like, obviously, don't say things that go against YouTube TOS. So that falls under don't be a dick and respecting the streamer. You know, it's just 3 very simple rules. But the biggest thing is don't mention any other content creators. We don't do that here. And, you know, just respect the streamer. That's it, man. Okay, irrelevant death. I'm gonna go after the Savate first, my friend, because E is a pain in the ass. Oh dear. In all fairness, I probably shouldn't have gone at a level 10, but fuck it, I'm lazy. A Lyra bond with Chronovore strikers. I do not recall working on that. Or if I did, I'm pretty sure that they are defunct now. Because the Alira bond, right, is quite complex. And I think I mentioned it in a recent video. The one about the Tempest bond. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that the Alira bond was actually quite useless. So I switched over to the Agorist Karabac. So that is the latest striker build that I post on my channel. You might want to have a look at that. Oh wait, no, hang on, wait. I think it was was it the Revenant build that I did? Because I totally forgot that I have a Revenant build as well. It could be the Revenant build. If it's not the Revenant build, then it's the Tempest one. If it is the Revenant build, then that's the right one. Well then, you better hope that she answers, my dude. Ah, yes, because at the time I was working on it, but like I said, just double check if what is it, the Revenant Striker build that I posted recently, double check if that one uses the Alira bond, because if it doesn't, right, then chances are that I stopped working on it, because I recall mentioning on one of my streams when I was doing the testing that one of the biggest problems was that no matter how much I was like dishing out the damage, my dude, the big problem that I kept facing was that the Alira's glyph with the striker's playstyle was it was always having a problem, and it was not triggering enough to make it worth it, which I thought was quite sucky for people trying to use that bond, because basically you'd spend most of the time doing nothing with the glyph. Oh, he probably does, Jordan, but again, at the end of the day, my dude, our family has rules. Like, if you're part of the inner family circle, there are certain things you cannot do, you know, and considering that he was part of the inner family, there are things you can't, there are additional rules. See, like, you guys are just viewers. Viewers, that's okay. You just have to obey stream rules. But those who have been in a part of the family before, they know the situation, they know stuff that we discuss in our Discord that obviously we don't discuss in public. And, you know, once you break certain rules by doing that kind of thing, you know, you can't earn back the trust you lost. That's just how it is. So you want to earn the trust back, you better have some damn good reasons and some damn serious explanations with proof. But I'm not the one to deal with that. Because at the end of the day, you know, the person that they went at that night was certainly not me, and you know, they did say something about offensive about somebody I really cared about, and they disrespected a good friend of mine, Miss Eve, today, which again, all of it doesn't exactly go with family values. So our family has a way of being. We're all like, I treat my people like family, those within my inner circle, and Miss Eve has done a lot for me. You know, both her and her fiance MJ have done a lot for me. So obviously, I do care deeply for these individuals, and that is why, you know, regardless of what the situation is, there are some lines you cannot cross. So he can talk to my wife when he wants to. She is my social media manager. there's a variety of ways that you can be contacted. So yeah. Hence the issue, like, you know, if you had wanted that, starting by, you know, putting in the names of 2 other creators with the $1 and, you know, trying to troll Miss Eve really wouldn't have helped your case, dude. So if you're serious about forgiveness, well, I hope you have a good explanation, and you can certainly go speak to Kaz if she will be willing to talk to you. But yeah. And I appreciate that, Miss Eve, but at the end of the day, you know, once, like, those who come into the inner family, they need to understand that there's additional rules. There's additional things. There are additional lines you cannot cross. If a viewer does something, I'll just usually give them a warning and say, just don't do that, you know, because they're just a viewer. Like, no offense intended. I love you guys just as much as I love my family, but, you know, a viewer is somebody that has no obligation to me. It's not like they're somebody that's, you know, like someone close to the heart, or somebody that I try talking to on a continuous basis. They're not that sort of individual. They're not somebody that, you know, I treat as a friend, like a close friend. You know what I'm saying? They're somebody that's like, it's more like, hey, I see these guys at school every day, you know, I talk to them, but like we don't hang out in our personal time. So those who are in the inner circle and then the family, it's different. You know, it's very different. And that is what creates such a divide and such a difference in treatment. You know? Pretty much. And, you know, once you break the rules are rules, you know? Did this boy even sleep, Miss Eve? Like, I thought he said goodnight like literally an hour ago. You should be sleeping properly. My dude, if you don't get enough rest, MJ, you know, you're gonna suffer, my man. Just try to get more sleep. I mean, I'm the king of not sleeping, so, you know, I'm it's kind of like the pot calling the kettle black. But still, you should try and get some good sleep when you can. Well, I'm sure he would be. Yeah. I didn't say it in the video, dude. Like I mentioned, I actually said it in a later stream, I'm quite certain, because I stopped working on the Alira build quite some time ago because it wasn't as viable. I'm gonna double check because I'm pretty sure the Revenant build was to replace that. Yeah, fair enough. Nap's good. Because I'm pretty sure I made the Revenant build to replace what I had intended for the Alira. Let me just double check. Yeah. Okie dokie. I will have a look. I do not mind. Let me have a look at that. And that is why I have challenges. This shroud is bugged out. Guys. Oh my god, somebody take a clip of this. Holy shit. Hang on, in fact, you know what? I'm gonna record it right now. Yeah, I can trim it myself. No worries, we got it. That's perfect. Thank you. I'm gonna record that. No, I got it. I checked it already. It's all good. Yeah, no worries at all. I appreciate you doing that. All right, let's go smack some more stuff. And sorry, Anurag, I do not do build reviews, nor do I give feedback on builds. That's only for members. So if in future you're a channel member, I would do that, but please do not, before I give you permission, please do not type your build in chat. We don't do that here. Again, that's because there is no, we like I said, that is something that I only do for channel members. And also, when you talk about builds, right? The best way to test it for yourself is go build an Asian robot build, then test your build versus the Asian robot build. If it's better, use your own build, but most of the time, people cannot come up with better builds. Usually. So, that is why we don't usually do reviews, because any review that I would do anyway would just direct the person right back to right back to my own build. So, and if you're talking about Chronivore Lyra, then, you know, although there are potential builds for that, you might want to look at the No Fear of Death sword build, because that outclasses the Chronivore Lyra with the sword. Again, it's due to how the glyph functions. Like, it's great. I find it on the... It's great on, like, the chain blades. Not quite so great on other things. There we go. All good. Yeah, if you're crafting one of your own, that's totally okay, man. I'm like completely okay with it. Like a lot of people do try and experiment with their own builds, and like I said, that's completely okay. But the best way to test it right is not to ask for feedback, because like I said, I would just direct you back to one of my builds anyway. The best way to test it right is, like, you've got my build in one slot, right? In the next slot, you build your own build, and then you can test it for yourself and see which one is killing better for you. Because some people do also some people do also make custom variants. Like, they alter my build slightly. And the reason is because there's some things in my builds that they feel don't suit their playstyle, or, you know, like some people, they just like, okay, his build, like the original build may have Predator, but they hate Predator so much that they'll just take it out and, like, I don't know, throw something else in its place. It has happened before, and again, although it's unrecommended as change, at the end of the day, you know, they got to test for themselves what works and what doesn't. And I can't really, as much as I would love to, and I do joke about it a lot, you know, I can't really force anybody to strictly obey my own style. You know, at the end of the day, you got to do what's right for you, you know. So that is, why do I have light? Why was I healing? That was so weird. I feel creeped out by that. I was not supposed to be healing there. Anyway, yeah, because axe is quite limited, my dude. Unfortunately, the axe, right, it's quite limited overall. And yeah, it hasn't changed since 1.80. Everyone uses it. Again, it's one of my best builds, and like, although there are, like, you know, Kyo, the axe is very limited, and I'll say it as many times as need be, because the axe is very, very limited compared to other weapons. Well, my dude, my recommendation is you can test out some of my axe builds versus some of the other ones out there. You will see that they outperform. And honest to God, there's nothing else better on the market. You can try for yourself. Like I said, it's no point in talking or trying to convince you, because the best way is you try my shit for yourself. The axe is the most limited weapon in the game, unfortunately. If you disagree, that's up to you, man. Like I said, you can go ahead and publish your own builds or whatever, or, you know, have your own YouTube channel. It's up to you, man. But I'm telling you, as the #1 creator, yeah, no. It is currently the most limited out of all of them. It's okay, Jordan. Not everybody's used to every single weapon. Like, I used to be very good with the axe, but then nowadays, with especially with the recent changes to Tempest, things like that, I don't know. I've really found that the hammer has outclassed it, especially with some of the buffs that came for the hammer, like the Charog Bond buff. That was crazy. So, now the axe did also get a buff recently, but it didn't really help build variety because it's really pretty much stuck in one way, you know? So, yeah, not much can be done. No, that is where your information is wrong, Mr. Keo. The buff was improved. Of course, the stagger immunity was always there, but if you note, they actually gave a 50% damage reduction. And of course it sucks because Predator is one of the only options for axe damage, other than Adrenaline, but, you know, again, it's all about how you play. So yeah, the axe is far more limited than other weapons, again, due to its playstyle. There are few options for a good axe build because of the way it is. And again, it's nothing wrong with the axe itself. The builds that do exist are very strong, but you're basically stuck with either Revenant or Discipline. Oh my god, look at this beaver. Being such a beaver. Yeah, you can go, dude. If you want a chance, like I said, you can talk to Kaz. I will not be doing anything on my end. Because like I said, it's not me that you tried to Exactly, that's the big problem, Keo. That's why I say the axe is the most limited. Because on other weapons, I can build some pretty interesting and strange builds. But with the axe, there are only a few good ways to run it. Like, for example, you've got Revenant. Revenant works very well with Koshai Bond. You've got your Discipline, which works, again, very well with Koshai Bond. There's the Revenant with the standard Frostwolf Galvanized, that style. It also works. Still working well to this very day. There's sort of a Tempest with Malcurion, but it's a bit iffy. So yeah, like I said, that is what I mean by limited. There are just fewer ways to work the axe. And of course, there are some morons that believe that Riftstalker works well with the axe, but we've actually proven that it doesn't, because it's literally idiotic to use a weapon, or rather a bond, that is based upon hits on a weapon that does not hit continuously and it depends on charging. Please don't ever be that stupid. So yeah. It's not the fault of, like, the users, it's the fault of the fact that the weapon was pigeonholed into one viable style and that was it. If not for that, you know, things would have been a lot nicer, I think, for axe users. But right now, axe users can still dish out massive damage, it's just that they're stuck with that one build. Yeah, you can run it potentially with that, but honest to God, it's quite weak. Like I said, test for yourself, dude. Because for me, I trust in my testing, and I have done some good work already. Not really. Mine is all based on math, which is why I always encourage people, just test for yourself. Like, you can always test my builds versus, like, you know, whatever else is out there. Up to each individual. I don't worry about these kinds of things because I'm very confident that my stuff is the best. So I don't worry about, like, if other people find something else works, hey man, I'm not gonna stop you, you know? No, he's talking about the Revenant proccing Riftstalker, which, yeah, I have heard about that. But again, in my testing, the numbers, unfortunately, don't add up to even what can be done with other builds and other weapons. So again, that is where the limitation comes in, you know? Do do do. Okay, I'm happy to hear that, man. Good for you. Okay, one last run, Miss Eve, and then we shall call it a night. Hey, Ray. How are you doing, Ray Ray? I absolutely, you know, Jordan, I tell you, those one-shot builds are completely insane, but also absolutely stupid. I still find the people who did them completely moronic. What happened, Miss Eve? Did you get left behind? If you got left behind, I'll just exit and come pick you up again. Yeah, no problem, Jordan. You would be surprised. I am the first YouTube live for many. But again, like one of the things that I always tell people, Jordan, is we don't deal with those one-shot craps because, yeah, it can look cool on a video, but honestly, you know, it's all about how, it's all about like whether or not something can be replicated 24/7. And in fact, most of the one-shot builds cannot actually be replicated 24/7. So that's why we no longer deal in that, and we no longer encourage people to even talk about that kind of thing because it's very silly. I mean, if one-shotting was viable, right, all you would have to do is post that build and then just say this is the best axe build in the world, show everybody how to one-shot everything, and you know, like bada bing bada boom, woo, you'd be the most popular YouTuber in history because you'd have created a build that no one else can do. But at the end of the day, you know, I find it very silly because what people and players want is, you know, proper results, and what they want in terms of proper results is something that can be replicated, which is why I don't deal with people like that. Now I was just waiting for him to finally lose his shit so I could ban him. But listen, Keo, if you want to troll, go back to the official Dauntless Discord, dude. You can troll from there because we don't deal in stupid shit like that, FYI. Here, what I've based this channel on is obviously mathematical study of builds and the creation of proper working builds. Oh, by the way, Keo, I recognize your Minecraft profile picture. Next time, maybe try a different profile picture if you want to troll. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who try and promote the idea that, you know, they can do this or they can do that, but quite frankly, you can catch them out in their lies, and even Miss Eve caught out that one right there because Berserker requires full stacks for effect. You literally cannot use it with you literally cannot use it to one-shot anything. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, the one-shot was useless, Jordan, and that was the big problem. You see, so many people used to get fooled by those videos, and they'd be like, Asian robot, this guy made a one-shot. Can't you make a one-shot? Blah, 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 blah. And I'll be like, oh my god, you fucking morons, you got deceived again. Like, that was the big issue. Like, a lot of people get fooled because they don't know any better, and it's not their fault. It's not their fault that people make clickbait videos to spread misinformation. And that's why when I, you know, did this channel, the biggest thing that I always, you know, confirmed on every build that I do, every video that I do, I always tell people that, look, I'll only spit facts at you. If something cannot be replicated 100%, I do not post about it. I do not work on it. I do not do anything with it, because if it's not something that can be replicated, I do not want you guys to know about it, because then you're just going to waste your time on something absolutely ineffective for no reason. Enjoy your Beyblades, Ray. So yeah, that is why we literally, you know, did that kind of thing, and we made sure that players were equipped and educated properly. And that's the whole basis of this channel, to make sure that anything we do and talk about relates only to something that can be replicated and will achieve you the results that you want, so long as it is followed. So if you do everything the same as me, then you will get the exact same results as me. That's the premise of the whole thing, you know? So a lot of people can't stand that, and that's why they will still try and talk about, you know, oh, I've done this, I've done that, you know, I'm so cool, I managed to do this, I managed to do that. But if you manage to do this and that, make your own YouTube channel. That's what I always tell people. Make your own YouTube channel, go challenge yourself. But you'll notice that these people, a lot of them, they come into the stream, but they don't ever want to challenge anything. Neither will they ever post up a video to showcase them challenging anything. They won't do that. They're too scared of it, because they know that the results don't work. And when you want to talk about one-shotting something, one-shotting this and that, yeah, that's great. But you're talking about a radiant escalation where you have dozens of buffs that you can literally have on. And Chronivore is weak to Umbral, so you've got an additional advantage there. To me, it's very silly to, you know... Exactly. And that's why when I account for that skill gap with my builds, I make sure that they have enough survival so that even a rookie player can, you know, handle it. Which is why if the builds that you see me post, they aren't always the builds that I'm personally using. Sometimes you guys will see me using custom variants of my own builds, but I also dumb down my playing a lot of the time. Like if I'm just chilling and chatting with you guys, I have no reason to go like super uber hardcore, like, oh my god, I'm gonna push the absolute limits of that stuff, you know, just to see what I can do, max out the stats. Well, not so easy anymore, Crimson. Now it's well, close to impossible to do. It can still be done, but under very limited circumstances. Close to impossible to do, though. But it still can sort of be done. But yes, there is a skill gap, which is why when I do make my builds, right, the biggest thing that I account for is, number one, I'm always testing my shit when I'm under leveled, because that is to account for the enemies doing more damage than me. And it also forces me into a situation whereby it's as if my Slayer path buffs don't exist. I also, as I level up though, measure the TDK for somebody that would be skilled and would obviously have the same resources that I do. And that is how we get a full measurement, which is why I always do a full test. I never just test a build in a limited circumstance and then say it's all well and good, because you can't do that. You have to go the full range from level 1 all the way up, and you've got to consistently be under leveled during the early stages, and during the later stages you're just measuring the maximized TDK to see how far you can push your build, but also to account for the fact that, okay, so how are skilled players going to feel with this build? You know, how are they going to find it? What are they going to get out of it? That's kind of what we do. So that is sort of the full testing process that I've applied since day one, which again is what makes my stuff reliable, because even for newer players, once they start equipping my stuff, they have a pretty good time. The easy builds are the same situation, which is why even before releasing those, they were fully tested. And yes, I do actually say that very often. You do 0 DPS if you're dead, because for a lot of newer players, they do not have perfect dodging, stuff like that. And a lot of my builds do use Predator, because at the end of the day, that is the upper skill limit that you have to go for. You can't just ignore that Predator's existence. There are builds that don't make use of it, you know, but again, those are builds for a different purpose. For example, Bastion does make strong use of Predator, but you can also go Berserker Adrenaline on some weapons, which can sort of give you a gateway to still getting the same effect with Bastion, but without, you know, the commitment of Predator and the need to go excessively hard on that. But all of that is genuinely like, it's based on whether or not you can handle it, you know. And a lot of people, like, when they're just getting their feet wet, they want to start with Iceborne, Bastion, that kind of thing. So I have gateways for them to get into it, but eventually they do have to still learn how to use Predator. And there are also other builds that also can, like, settle things for them, like Spin to Win for the sword. Again, that's a no-brainer that doesn't use Predator, you know. But that one is using Iceborne and with a completely different playstyle. Then you've got, like, the No Fear of Death, which uses Predator but limits the loss of damage in exchange for a higher, like, in exchange for a lower damage ceiling. Because the maximum amount of damage you can do is lower than, say, the build I'm using right now. You don't have to focus that hard on Predator, you know? So that's why some of the times that I release builds, they're not the same builds exactly self-sell that I would be using in my personal time or when I'm not build testing. Like right now I'm not build testing, this is just my personal slaying. I'm using a hyper aggressive close to flawless build, but I'm doing it in my own way because I'm maximizing sword damage without some other uncomfortable factors. And that's why I'm doing this at level 12, just to you know, train up, sorta. This is like my training sesh. Because if I want to practice my technique, I can't really practice with the safer builds that I release to the public, you know, because as strong as they are, they also do have an extra element of safety because they're designed for players of all skill levels, you know. They're more general in nature than something I would be using personally that's, you know, custom tailored to exactly what I need. But again, like I said, that is all part and parcel of the whole process, you know. And that's how you kill Thrax before he even goes. Level 12 sword for the win. Okay. Now it's time for Chiiiill. So I just want to thank you all for your time today. You've been a wonderful audience, Miss Eve and MJ. Thank you very much for being here as well. I appreciate you all. What I am gonna do now is I am literally just gonna relax and sort of float off into a void of space. But while I relax and float, I'm going to sit here for about 5-10 minutes, you know. And I just want to say, are there any questions that you guys have that you want to ask? Anything that you need to know right now? Because before I go for the afternoon, if you guys have anything you need me to answer right now, feel free to ask. All right. If not, please note that you can always leave a YouTube comment anytime I answer within 24 hours unless I'm dead. But I'm usually not dead. So I'm usually alive. So I will normally answer. Yes, MJ should get some sleep. And Shroot, yes, time for me to get some sleep, man. I'm gonna go get a good nap. Apples or bananas? I always choose apples for eating, but bananas in a smoothie. Hey, you too, Jordan. It was a pleasure having you today. You know, come back anytime. Like I said, any questions you want to ask, things you want to know, you know, I answer YouTube comments within 24 hours, guaranteed. But yes, if there are any other questions, I will wait. I will wait 5 minutes before leaving. Always a good time with my friends. Roast or steamed chicken? I prefer roast. Roast chicken is nice. Foxinian Masters. Yep, it is. You are late, but that's okay, man. Like, you can always, if you got questions to ask, Masters, just leave a comment on my YouTube. I answer anytime within 24 hours. Mashed potatoes or cooked potatoes? Depends. I love mashed potatoes and gravy if done well. But when it comes to the cooked jacketed potatoes, I love it with the sauerkraut, the bacon bits. Oh my god, that kind of jacketed potato with the works on it. That is heaven. That is one of my favorite things. I also love those designer baked potatoes that, you know, people do in the restaurant with like all the sour cream and all the cool bits on it. Oh, the taste is amazing. I love roast lamb if it's done in the Arabic style, you know, with those Arabic spices. Oh my god, it's delicious. I do not eat salads, but I would eat potatoes as long as there's no vegetables in it. Just give me the sour cream, the bacon bits, and like load me up. I would eat that. No veggies. Veggies will kill me. But yeah, no, I love food questions anytime, man. They're good stuff. They are good stuff. So yummy, that is yummy for me. I love both. In fact, I love potatoes in general. Potatoes are amazing. Boil them, bake them, mash them, stick them in a stew. They are great overall. Well, hey, that's one way to play. Listen, that's not wrong, Crimson, you know. You can adjust your playstyle based on the build, because at the end of the day, each build still does have its own playstyle. Like, come on. The absolutely broken chain blades, if you don't know how to do the infinite spin, it's not exactly going to be very broken, is it? Okay, the green onion, I can take that, Miss Eve. So yes, I will happily eat that. Roast pork or fried pork? That is a very difficult question. Roast pork can be damn nice, but fried pork is also sometimes nice. I think if I had to choose, I'd probably choose roast better. I'm a fan of char siu. My least favorite food, mushrooms and tomatoes are my two least favorite foods. Bravo or Bravo? I would choose Bravo. I would generally choose Bravo because, you know, Bravo is quite amazing. But yeah, I don't like... Okay, tomatoes, I definitely don't like them raw, because raw tomato tastes very yucky to me unless it's in a burger. If it's in a burger, I tend not to mind so much, but I usually will not have it on a Subway. If it's just part of the burger, I will eat it because it's there, you know? Mushrooms, I will avoid 95% of the time, because I only enjoy mushrooms if they're sliced very thinly. And I'm talking like damn near paper thin mushrooms. Okay? That's the only time I enjoy them, because I like them when they're crisp. I don't like the texture of mushrooms at all. Sounds good, Miss Eve. Someday, when I make enough ad revenue to travel the world, me and Kaz will come and visit you and we can all eat. I still gotta eat with Shroot, although sadly I think I'll eat with him in Australia, not here. Yeah. Well, River was here. I told him, look, you know, if he wants to talk to somebody, he can talk to Kaz, because, you know, she was the one who, you know, he gave the business to. So if he wants to try and talk his way out of it, he can attempt it. I'm supposing he is, Miss Eve. I'm supposing he is. Seems that way anyway. But, you know, never mind. Let's not worry too much about it. Look, we'll see what comes of it. At the end of the day, you know, once you betray the family, that is kind of on you, and you gotta... Earning trust back is not easy. And the other guy was, you know, talking about one shots, and he was like, don't call me crap. Like, first of all, nobody called him crap. And, you know, somebody who wants to come to a stream and talk and then takes offense to the streamer, you don't even understand how streams work, do you? So that, and I already knew that he was one of the previous trolls, because he's got a Minecraft profile picture and talking about the axe. Lol. Yeah, you can come whenever you like, bro. Like, we're not hard up on that, you know, dude. Whenever you got time, Trick Snipes. I mean, we're about to end, so you just come when you like, bro. I'm always around in one form or another, so come by anytime. I am Chiiiill about that. Hey, see you later, Ray. You're picky about blueberries, eh? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Some people don't like blueberries. I am personally not a fan. But I'm not a hater either. Like, if I see a blueberry, you know, I might eat it. But sometimes I find them super sour, so... It just depends on my mood. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm just excited for Diablo Immortal. As long as you're okay with it, like, I just don't like other people suffering just for being associated with me. It's so silly. Because at the end of the day, you know, I'm me. I'm my own person, you know. And you're gonna hound somebody just for knowing me. That's pretty uncool, you know. I don't deal in that kind of thing. And I just feel that it's very silly to do that. But hey, such is the nature of humans, right? Like I said, they were already in the family and they blew it, so if they really want, you know, if they really want something good, then they're gonna have to earn it themselves. Are there any busted marksman repeater builds out right now? You can just take any of my repeater builds and slap marksman on it, dude. The best builds are already on this channel, so just search repeaters on my channel, Caden, and you will have what you need. In fact, here's a recommendation to get you started. Okay. You can take these. These are currently one of the most famous repeater builds used by everybody. All the best builds are on this channel. You can test them out for yourself. But there's no such thing as a busted build. All builds are busted if you know how to use them, so go ahead and use them. The only difference between my builds is playstyle, so shop around. There's plenty of repeater builds on my channel. Up to you to decide which one suits you. You know, so go for that. Plenty, Trick Snipes, plenty. But hey, that's just what they do, you know. I don't worry too much about it. The beef is daily. Because it won't end until, you know, they decide that they can, you know, learn to let go of the past. But they can't, so they come and troll. Mostly in the evenings, because I'm assuming that that's when the dude gets out of school or whatever, you know. When he's stuck in school, he can't do much, so he waits till after school, swings by to be a wanker. Yeah, I would say pretty much it's the norm. 'Tis how it is, my friend. Like I said, I never worry about it. If I ever worried about it, I would basically be the moron falling into the trap, so... You know, I just let them do what they want to do. It is what they wish. Okay. I think that, yeah, look, if that's what you want to do, man, like I said, for me, I keep it simple. As long as you're not, you know, well known in there or anything, it's fine, but basically you associate with those kinds of people, you know. I can't protect you if they say something like, you know, oh, we know this guy or whatever. I can't say, well, I know him too. You know, it doesn't really work that way, because you got to be very careful. They're all a huge bunch of racists in there, and that is the one thing you don't want to be, you know, tagged with in this day and age. So keep yourself safe. That's all I ask. Protect yourself. Okay, world is not a very fun place in 2022. You know it, Miss Eve. All right. Thank you all for being here. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Okay. I love you guys. You guys are the best audience. Would not trade you up for any other community. Later tonight, I'll be playing some Space Punks. And I'll be doing maybe some Diablo after that. We'll see. All right. So I'll see you all this evening. Thank you all for being fantastic, and I will catch you all later. Okay? Y'all have a good one. Bye bye. See you this eve.